Hi everyone, so I'm just here today to do a video response to a question that I had on another video. Thank you to BexyBoo88 for this wonderful question. So I'm just going to quickly whiz through this really amazing hack that, I've seen a lot of Pinterest people talk about, but it's only usually in paid courses and things. So I'm just going to literally share this with you here very quickly. So step one, make a Pinterest account. Make sure that it's got the same logo and name and everything like that your other social media channels have got. Then you have to pull up a target market or an idea of your target market that you've already planned out. And if you want to go down and download the workbook, it'll be in the description box below, because that does walk you through all that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is, I'm just randomly scrolling my mouse around, very distracting, very sorry. So after you've made your Pinterest account, it'll look a lot more plain than what I've got here. I've had this account for a good few years now, so I've really developed a really fantastic board collection that my target market really enjoys. So for example, if you are a shop that sells colourful nursery prints, the first thing I would say to do would be to go up here and type in a really blanket search, nursery. Okay, so as you can see, all of this aesthetic is very neutral, very plain, very white. Not really what our prints are about. Our prints are very colourful, rainbow, all that type of thing. So what you want to do is go to colourful. I'm going to spell it the American way because I'm not sure what kind of results will come back. But as you can see, this is a lot more of the kind of aesthetic that we're after. Let's just pop the U in there, see if that makes a difference. Yeah. So you can definitely see that this is more the aesthetic that our shop is, or our target market is. So essentially what you have to do here is you are presented with all of these lovely, dead handy keywords up here. And I love Pinterest really, because it just literally gives you a fantastic array of keywords that people are actually searching for. I'm just going to have a little look. No, scheme is not what we're after. So let's just go back to the original search. So as you can see here, I have written a list of the keywords. Now, if I go back to just nursery, through the blanket search, I have written down a list of keywords that have appeared up here. Okay, so all the way up here, I've written them down in a little note here. So essentially, the idea is to come up with a blog with some information that your target market would be really interested in, okay? So in a separate little bit, pop in the heading blog niche idea or ideas, we want more than one, and go across here, and any little bit, any search that someone or some people have done that you could write a blog post about is where you want to head for. So shabby chic layout, we've got IKEA hacks further along here. We have gender neutral, I forgot to finish that word, gender neutral, inspiration, so that's a good one, mint, coral, I believe coral is the colour of the year, so definitely write that down, giraffes, all these kind of very rough blog ideas that you could potentially write a post about. Honestly, I can't type. Right, so you have all of these ideas here. What I want you to then do is to go away and write a very short, it doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be like an essay or a 3,000 word blog post, but what I want you to essentially do is to write a really helpful short blog post about any one of these or any one of these up here. So if you are going to write a blog post about the layout, okay, what I would imagine you'd want to do is to go through and give your reader, let's just say 3 to 5 really good nursery layout ideas, and then you can include some of your prints in there as well. So it acts as like a double-edged kill two birds with one stone kind of thing, where you are writing a really helpful blog post, including some of your work in there as well. And then you can also use it to make a pin and pin it on Pinterest. And then obviously all these people up here that are going to be searching for colourful nursery layout will come across your pin. But we are moving forward. So if you go ahead and type in that blog post, or not type in that blog post, but write the blog post, publish it on your website or your blog. Now, I will go into this in other videos, how to get a free blog site, all that kind of thing. If you've just got an Etsy shop, that's absolutely fine, don't worry. But so then once you've written your blog post, you've then got to go into Canva. Canva is amazing. Now don't look at all my lovely things that I've made. Canva is amazing because it's free. You can literally type in Pinterest graphic, which is what I did to come up with this here. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to type in Pinterest graphic, Bob's your uncle. It pops up with the perfect size print, and it even, not print, sorry, graphic, that's the word. And it even comes up with all these layouts as well. So pick one that you like. So that looks quite cute. And you essentially want to type in a really good keyworded blog title. Now you're very, very welcome to reference Pinterest again and maybe do a blog title. So first time mum's guide to colourful nursery layout ideas. I've just literally plucked that out of thin air. So let's go 5 ideas for first time mum's nursery layout ideas. Now you want to make this really, really bold because as you can see, Pinterest is, well, there's a lot of pins on there. So you really want to make this as colourful as you can. I'm not going to really walk you through that much through the design process because that's where the fun comes in for you guys. But just literally make it really, really bold, really, really colourful. If you want to make this text black, just so it stands out a little better, you're very welcome to. I'm just doing a very quick run through. I will do a run through of Canva if that's the sort of thing that you guys are after. But it's quite easy to, well, in fact, it's very easy to use. And then you have your pin. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to download it as a PNG. You can publish straight to Pinterest if you want, but I'd recommend just downloading it as a PNG. So then what you essentially want to do is you've got your graphic popped in your downloads folder. You then want to go to create a board. Now, name this something like nursery tips and tricks, or just think of a better name. Create that. Then you'll be taken to this page and it'll give you some general ideas and things when it starts to load. There we go. So as you can see, these are all very, very bold. So we did the right thing by making our graphic bold. Go onto this little button here, click that. Description. Now this is where the SEO aspect of things comes in. So what I tend to do is I open up a new tab with Pinterest. I have my little notepad, get a new section, and I type in nursery layout. So that's search again. I need to really crack down on my typing. So you go onto here, wait for it to load. Then you've got all of these things here. So nursery layout ideas, that's obviously a good one. Nursery layout ideas. And then you've got over here, got the word small and furniture placement. So small nursery layout, comma, nursery furniture placement. Okay, so I won't go through all of these because I think you guys probably get the idea. But you come up with keywords and long tail keyword phrases that you can then put in your pin and also put in your board. Now, the general idea, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that. The general idea is to not just copy and paste it in there because that doesn't really describe what your board is about. But what I would do is I would sort of buffer it out with some other words and phrases that aren't necessarily for keywords or keywords. So, hi guys, welcome to my board about or with top nursery tips and tricks. Full stop. In this board, we will show you all the best nursery, not best nursery layout ideas and small nursery layouts. We will also talk about nursery furniture placement. So you're not just keyword stuffing, you're essentially typing in a really fantastic description that has all these wonderful keywords in it. Don't forget to category. You click save. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go on to create the pin over here. And referencing, obviously you're going to have a lot more keywords. You can also take some from up here as well and some from up here. But you really want to have a nice description that flows and a nice description that is full of keywords, but it's not keyword stuffed. So let's upload that there. So your graphic is now in here. Add your title. So 5 ideas for first time mums. Don't know if I spelled that right, never mind. Layout ideas. Read the post. I would put something like that, or learn more, or something like that, to really be a call to action for people clicking on your pin. So again, do the exact same thing like you did with the board, just make sure that it accurately describes what your post is about, but you have a lot of keyword placement in there as well. The best way to think about it is to scatter your keywords in your description. Add the destination link. Obviously that will be to your blog, which I don't actually have anything to show you at the minute. So if you just pop in your blog link here, or the link to the blog post, it goes back to your website. Click publish at a later date. Now there's a large amount of guesswork involved, but I tend to stay away from Friday and Saturday nights. Sunday mornings are quite good. There's quite a lot of people that sit in bed and scroll Pinterest, which that is definitely me. But so yeah, what I would do is I would go for Monday to Thursday, and I tend to put mine evenings, so around 9:30, 10 o'clock. People are usually quite bored. They usually sat down on their phones, not really sure what to do. Now please just remember to put your link here and make sure your description doesn't have any spelling mistakes. It needs to be 500 characters long, so don't make it fantastically long. Then you go up here, you type in nursery, hopefully it'll come up. No, probably didn't. Anyway, you have to type in what your board's called up here. You go on to, I'm just gonna whack it on a board that I've already got. New baby, there you go, your pin is scheduled. So essentially what we've done is we have written a fantastically niche blog post catered for the wonderful mums on Pinterest that are searching for this exact word. It will bring targeted people to your site to read the blog post, and if you have an e-commerce site, or if you embed your blog on a site where you also sell your products, that works amazingly. That's exactly what I do with my Shopify site, is I have a blog attached to it as well. So it brings people into my site, and then they start browsing through and buying. So I do the exact same thing with weddings, is that I write a wedding blog post every single week. I then go onto Pinterest. I'm gonna just see if I can show you it ever so quickly, the kind of things that I do. Bear with me. So yeah, you can probably see the type of thing I do. So see here, I've done a strapless wedding dress board, and what I do is that, and you can do the exact same thing as well, you don't have to just make one board for all of your tips and tricks. But what I do is that I pin the pins on 3 or 4 different wedding boards that I've made that I know that brides are going to be scrolling through. So let's say you're a bride and you're looking for a dress, and you scroll and you scroll and you suddenly see this and you think, yeah, I am a bit stressed. Okay, I'm gonna go on that, or I'm gonna save that, or I'm gonna, do whatever. So essentially, you are getting free targeted traffic, which is amazing, and I could not recommend this enough. If you are a new Etsy shop, this is amazing. It's fantastic. Honestly, if you can write a really, really short 500 word or less blog post, getting to the point. So I'll show you an example of one that I've done here. So as you can see, mine's a little bit longer, but you could just literally write, don't want to do that today, sorry. You could literally just write something really, really short, something really, really informative, and then people will start just generally scrolling around and just sort of see what else you have to offer. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that my first screencast went okay. I hope you found it, well, I do hope that you will put some of this into action and start seeing fantastic results for your own Etsy shop. So I will speak to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day and happy Etsying. See you later. Bye.